Hello. Today I want to talk about the decision I made with my grieving. I lost both my sons to suicide, one last year, one earlier this year. And I'm okay. So how am I okay? I made a decision. I have been devastated with grief before. I have been absolutely paralyzed with it. I've been cracked open like a nut. I know what that's like. I know the insanity that I felt and how I couldn't work out what had happened and where my loved one had gone. And I lost perspective of life and myself. I came through it. Usually we do. But I remember that as a terrible experience of grief. And I'm also very, very grateful for it, because I think all of us need to experience this at least once in our lives, where we are floored, grounded. By that I mean we fall to the ground and we're on the ground. Where we lose our ability to cope and to think clearly, and we don't know who we are, and we don't know where we're going, and we don't know who's around us. And I had small children to look after. It was a terrible time, but a brilliant experience now that I can look back on it. So I know how that feels, and I've decided not to do that. After Kostya died last year, in February of 2023, I understood the power of the darkness that surrounds us here. And I also understood the power of the light. And so I talk a lot about the light. The darkness is very, very real. It's very real. And it feeds off our distress. The light, on the other hand, has always been there. And the light is all around us. The darkness makes us think there is no light. And the light knows better, and it waits for us to notice that it is there and that we're okay. After Dimitri died in July this year, I made a decision that I was going to go up, not down, with this grief. I have made a decision that I will not become paralyzed by grief, that I will look for the light. This is an extraordinary experience, because I do grieve and I cry a lot for both boys. I wish they were here. I've already spoken about how I can get lost in the past and blame myself for everything. I'm not there right now. I'm okay right now, and most of the time I am okay. I do cry. But the thing is, both boys died after years of terrible mental health, stress and trauma, and drugs and alcohol. And often I couldn't recognize them in themselves, because the addiction was talking. The addiction was the crazy maker. The addiction took away the essence of them while they were under the influence, because the essence of them never left them. They were always in there, and I could only glimpse them from time to time. I could glimpse them. I saw their souls. But the merry dance we all danced for the last maybe 15 years of addictions, mental health problems, chaos, trauma, fear, panic, sleepless nights, questioning my own sanity, questioning theirs, that's gone. Both boys are gone. All that died with them the day both of them died. That went. So I'm left with complete peace. I'm not afraid of the phone ringing. I'm not afraid of anything. I was so afraid when the boys were alive that they would die. and that I wouldn't be able to cope. But what's happened is the boys are dead. The crazy has stopped. I've made a decision to go up, not down, and the light is surrounding me. Both boys, in my opinion, are in the best rehab ever. They're in the celestial rehab, and there's 100% success rate there. They're being cared for, loved, healed. They're being held close in light and love. It couldn't be better for them. But for me, I'm not there yet. I'm not feeling that light and love all the time. I do feel the light. I look for it. I do feel great love. I look for that too. And I give it. But choosing to go up and not down has meant that I can notice things more, and I have time for myself, and I can feel joy. And I do, alongside great grief and sadness. God bless. Speak to you again soon.